Hey everybody, it's Jo, back on Trauma Talk. I wanted to talk today about something that has really been making a big impact in my life in the last couple months, actually. That is the power of saying no to obligations and expectations. I am a bit of a people pleaser, and by a bit of a people pleaser, I mean that's basically the role I served my entire life. And it's really hard to take care of yourself when you're trying to take care of everyone else all the time. And I feel like a lot of conversations I have with people tend to come back to that. We care a lot about other people, and we care a lot about taking care of other people, and we feel obligated to say yes to things. And the reason why I think this really applies to trauma in particular is because our voices are taken away from us, oftentimes. And I think part of healing and part of taking that back is knowing that now, in this moment, though you didn't before, but now, you can say yes and you can say no, and you have that control and you have that power. Let me explain what I mean. And there's a speech that I'm going to link in this description that's going to do a much better job of explaining this whole idea. It's called The Power of Not Giving a Rat's Ass, we're gonna call it, because I'm trying to stay away from strong language in these videos, but if you click on that video, you'll understand what I mean. A lot of language. If you don't like language, don't watch it, but if you don't care, watch it. It's a fantastic speech. But really, it's about the power of saying no to things in your life. And over the past couple of months, I've really implemented this. And it's from things, simple things, like meeting someone for coffee. Let's say a friend wants to meet for coffee and my schedule's open and I just don't feel like it. Like I just don't want to that day, or I'm anxious and I don't want to be in public or whatever. Before, I'd feel like I can't say no because I'm free. They want to meet for coffee. I like them. And even though I don't feel like I can do it or I don't, want to, I'm going to say yes. And so I would say yes. And it was like I was overriding what I actually wanted based on what other people wanted. And I was just going along with it, and that produced so much anxiety in me. And that's one example. Another example is, larger obligations, like committing to projects or committing to whatever. Saying yes, even if they're good ideas. If you don't feel like you're up to it, if you don't feel like you can do it, it's okay to say no. I don't think in our culture we really are big fans of this idea that saying no to things just because you don't want to is okay. And it has been really empowering for me to start exercising that. Like if I don't want to do something, I won't do it. If I don't want to go to the gym, I won't do it. If I don't want to meet someone, I will tell them in a timely fashion as much as I can and let them know that it's obviously not about them, but I'm not feeling like I can right now or whatever, and just say no. And that's been really empowering in gaining my own voice back, because in sexual assault and domestic violence, your words are not listened to. And that'll stick with you for a really long time. And so I think I learned to think that no one would listen to my no. And so I just said yes all the time, because it's easier to say yes than to say no and have someone not listen to you again, because that is so traumatizing. But now that I'm no longer in a traumatic, abusive relationship, I'm realizing that it is so healing to say no and realize that people are going to respect that. And even if someone doesn't understand it or, wishes that I would commit to this thing with them or whatever, that's okay. It's okay if people are mildly upset. But for the most part, they aren't. For the most part, if you tell someone no in a timely, respectful manner, they're going to be totally fine with it. They're going to respect that you told them where you were and what you would commit to and what you couldn't. And this has been like a life-changing concept for me. And maybe you already get it. Maybe, maybe you're way past that. Maybe you understand it. But for me, it has been a really pivotal point in my journey. Even just as simple as opportunities that have come up because of what I'm doing with this Trauma Talk stuff. I've had so many amazing incredible opportunities pop up, like planning events with people, and I haven't been able to do it. I haven't been able to commit to it because of health stuff, or because I do not feel like I can emotionally handle it, even though there are incredible opportunities and I want to do it. But I know that no is the best answer, and no is what I really want to say. And so I've been saying no to some things. And it's hard to do, but I know it's what I need to do. And the results of my life have been so freeing. Another part of that is that it also frees up your time to take care of yourself. And self-care is a really hard one because I say that word and I sound, I don't know, I just don't like how it sounds. But self-care is actually incredibly important, and I've really been trying to focus on that also lately with stuff like establishing new habits, like getting up early enough that I can take time away from my phone and just listen to a book for a while I eat breakfast, and eating slightly or healthier things that's going to help my migraines, and doing yoga most days. Just stuff like that where I can invest in myself, and I can do that because I've said no to other things and because I put other things on the back burner, and it's been really helpful. So I just wanted to share that with you, that there's a lot of power in saying no to things in your life that you have control over. And that's been a really healing thing for me too, and maybe it will be for you too. Also, seriously, check out that speech that I've linked again if you don't have a problem with strong language, because it is A, hilarious, and B, really started changing my life the first time I listened to it, and changed the way I thought about a lot of things. And I think it could help you too, perhaps. So check it out. Thanks, guys. This is Trauma Talk. I am Jo Beckwith. You guys are amazing. I really appreciate it. You guys watching. And please take care of yourself. I will see you next time.